Major changes ahead for the Seattle Seahawks. We'll explain what those are and more as we count you down to OTAs here on this edition of Seattle Seahawks Today. I am the somewhat capable host, Tyler Jones, here with you. Thanks for joining us. Before we get any further in today's program, I got a little survey that I need from the 12s. We are growing at a rapid rate here, folks. We're past 67,000 subscribers now. When I took over this channel 3 years ago now, we were at 23,000. So we've tripled in size over the last 3 years. It has been an incredible ride, and it has been my honor to be your fearless leader throughout this process. So with that, I tend to ask this question as we have new audiences joining us. I'm very curious. If you have been a Seahawks fan for 5 years or longer, go ahead and like today's video, just so we get a gauge of our audience of how long they've been a fan. And there's no judgment here. If you jumped on the bandwagon just now, became a Seahawks fan, that's fine too. If it's a shorter amount of time, less than 5 years, comment and tell me how long you've been a fan. Let me know one way or the other. 5 years or more, hit the like button. Less than that, drop a comment and tell me how long you've been a fan, and we'll get started with today's show. Let's begin with Zach Charbonnet. Number one of our major changes for the Hawks in 2025. I think we are about to see more of former UCLA running back Zach Charbonnet in the Seahawks offense. And let me make one thing clear. This is not a knock on Kenneth Walker III at all. This has everything to do with Zach Charbonnet. He has earned this opportunity. And let's be frank for a moment, okay? As of right now, we don't know if Kenneth Walker III is going to be back in 2025. There is a very real possibility that he could get traded. There's been a lot of talk that Seattle's looking to trade one of their running backs, and all signs point to that K9 would be the odd man out if that's the case. But even if he's still around, I think it's not so much that Kenneth Walker III is running back 1 and Zach Charbonnet is running back 2. I think even in that case, it would be that Walker is 1A and Charbonnet is 1B. And you look at the numbers. Charbonnet took a big step up in nearly almost every category last year. His yardage was up. His average was down slightly. His touchdowns were up from 1 to 8, and he takes care of the football. He doesn't fumble it. Not to mention, he's also a very good receiving back out of the backfield as well. I'm all in on Zach Charbonnet. And I look at the Seahawks backfield, and you see what they have to offer here. With Kenny McIntosh, Martinez, and some of these other guys, you got some real options. And history tells us, too, that the Seahawks have had their struggles with staying healthy at the running back position. And that includes Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet. You can go all the way back to Chris Carson and Rashad Penny. You need as money, I think personally, one of the reasons why I'm opposed to trading Kenneth Walker III is because I think you're going to need all of them. You need as many bodies as you can. And so with that, Zach Charbonnet, I think there's going to be plenty of opportunities ahead, and he will play a crucial role. You will see more of Zach Charbonnet than we ever have before. Who do you believe should be the RB1 for Seattle in 2025? Is it K9, Kenneth Walker III, or should it be Zach Charbonnet? Type K9 for Kenneth Walker III. Type ZC for Zach Charbonnet. Chime in the comment section and let us know. For the best Seahawks coverage around, you got to be subscribed to Seattle Seahawks Today as we bring you our daily news and rumors. We have live shows, not once, not twice, 3 times a week now, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We're starting our Madden Sim season this week, where we're going to simulate every single Seahawks game, react to it. We also are bringing you breaking news, Q&A mailbags, all sorts of content, more than ever before here on the channel. If you're not subscribed, what in the hell are you waiting for, my friends? It doesn't get any better than Seahawks Today. Subscribe now. Let's get at least 20 subs off today's video, youtube.com/SeahawksTV, and you'll be glad you did. One major change that I am watching for, I'm not saying this is going to happen tomorrow, but maybe, just maybe, even before training camp, Elijah Arroyo becomes tight end number 1. Now, get your mind out of the gutter for a second when you think about the tight end position for the Seahawks. A lot of people are going to be coming at me, and they're not going to listen to a thing that I'm saying right now, but this is where I have to educate, is that historically speaking, we have seen that the tight end spot has been ignored, even when you've had good tight ends like Jimmy Graham and among others here in the passing game. That is changing. Clint Kubiak's offense, the tight end plays a pivotal role in the passing game. And Sam Darnold, I'm looking at you, new quarterback, part of the reason he shined last year was because of TJ Hawkinson, one of the best tight ends in football he got to pair with in Minnesota. So that's the first part of the equation, is that the tight end position is important to this offense. Arroyo is a true vertical threat, and he is a better pass catcher than Noah Fant and A.J. Barner. Simply put, he is. And last year was a huge step for him at Miami of what he was able to do. 35 catches, nearly 17 yards of reception, 7 touchdowns, only had 1 drop, 590 receiving yards. Arroyo is going to be that guy, and I think he's got star potential in this league. And if everything goes right, then we will not need to even remember who Noah Fant is, because Arroyo, I think, has everything in front of him to be very, very good. Now, let's see him get acclimated. Let's see him earn it. But I think that's something that we could very well say once the season begins, that Elijah Arroyo, that he takes over, and that threat he brings to the passing game changes everything for the tight end spot for Seattle. Now, prediction time. Do you agree with me that Elijah Arroyo can become the tight end 1 for Seattle this season? If you do, type Y for yes. If not, type in for no. Chime in the comments section. Let us know. Make a prediction. Who is going to be tight end 1? Will it be Elijah Arroyo? He's already better than A.J. Barner. Now he's just got to prove that he's better than Noah Fant, and I think he's capable of that. Chime in the comments section below. Rookie jerseys are on sale now. Chatsports.com/Seahawks rookies to get yours today. Grace Abel, Jalen Milroe, among others. You'll get the jersey with their number on it as well. Maybe you want their jersey or another rookie. We got those. We have other Seahawks players for you, like Sam Darnold, Cooper Kupp, among others. Devin Witherspoon. Chatsports.com/Seahawks rookies. Got men's and women's options, all sorts of different shapes and sizes. Chatsports.com/Seahawks rookies to get yours today. The link is in the comments and description of today's video. Get yours now. Chatsports.com/Seahawks rookies. Now, we've talked a lot about the offense. Let's talk about the defense. And let's get into the nerd shit, the X's and O's for a second. The 3 high safety look. It is something that has been a big topic of discussion on this show since day 1 when Mike Macdonald became the Seahawks head coach. Well, last year happened, and you did not have the depth to be able to play 3 safeties a ton. Didn't hardly happen. Mike has talked about this. This has come out of the horse's mouth. I'm not calling him a horse. Don't get after me for that. But Mike has made it known. He wants to play 3 safeties. And I know that the Seahawks aren't in the same division, let alone the same conference, as Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow and Josh Allen and those guys. But the one thing that has somewhat, and somewhat's the key term here, slowed those guys down and taken away the vertical passing game to an extent, is the 3 high safeties. That you take those safeties and it takes the top off the defense where those guys can't stretch the field and beat you over the top. It changes everything. It's kind of like in baseball, the shift. That's essentially what it is, the equivalent here. And this is what Mike wants to do. Now, he can do that with the addition of Nick Emmanwori into the fold. And I think you got to get Nick Emmanwori on the field. Now, I'll say this. Kobe Bryant, Julian Love, I think are both very good. Julian Love's been to a Pro Bowl. Kobe Bryant had a breakout season last year. I'm not saying that Nick Emmanwori needs to replace those two guys, although he might down the line, potentially speaking. But you can have Nick on the field with those guys, whether it's a third safety, whether it's playing nickel. Heck, Nick Emmanwori's got experience playing outside linebacker and linebacker as well. He is too good not to be on the football field. And they're going to find a way to use him and take advantage of his talent level. I mean, you just look at the stats last year. 88 tackles, 3 TFLs, 6 pass breakups, 4 interceptions, 2 pick sixes. He was phenomenal last season. And you see this safety room here, and now it's like Shrek would say. It's like an ogre, an onion with layers. And you have layers to this safety room. I mean, even beyond just Nick Emmanwori. They were excited about when they signed D'Anthony Bell not too long ago. Jarek Reed, remember him? He's still around too. You finally have some flexibility here, and I think that's going to change things for Seattle when it comes to this safety room of what they can do. And Mike's talked about it too, even not too long ago, that the secondary is a key piece to their success, and they got the guys to do it now. Do you believe in Nick Emmanwori? Are you with me? Do you think he can get the job done? If so, type B for believe. If not, type D for don't. Or in the comment section, tell me what you think. If you enjoyed today's show, you already know what to do. Hit that like button. We certainly would appreciate it. I'm Tyler Jones. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.